Let's spend a minute talking about finding all the content that you have. In my Google Drive, I probably have tens of thousands of different documents, and trying to figure out which one is where can be quite confusing. So I use a couple strategies, and I'll show you some of the strategies that we use as part of the TEI team, but also how to find documents. So the first thing I'll do is show you those strategies. So one of the strategies that we have, let's go to the JCC TEI folder, is we use a numbering system to kind of help find those files. And we have a corresponding operations manual that reflects that hierarchy. So we can go to this and click on a particular document, and it'll take us right to that document. So that's one of the strategies that we use, is that we've built our own table of contents for kind of all the major processes that we have. But in this is a strategy that I picked up a long time ago, is numbering the folders, and then if I dive into that particular folder, and so I'll double click, the numbering continues, but I know that I'm in that particular grouping, and then from there I can click on reports, and I know I can kind of narrow it down and finally get to my trip reports, for example. So it's just a numbering strategy that helps to organize our folders, that we know that in major groups that the 20 section deals with our instructional support, and the 30 deals strictly with distance learning. OER is in our 90s, and that's just one of the strategies that we use, right? So that kind of points us in the right direction, because sometimes just working strictly with an alphabet, you need to have really good skills in creating that organization. And to be honest, it's not one of my strong suits. So this has been very useful for me. But let's go back to my drive. So one of the great benefits of my drive is the fact that it's powered by Google, and Google is known for search. So right away, if I click in this search, it'll give me a list of different documents. So if I want to see all my presentations, I can click, and that will show me all the presentations that I have throughout my Google Drive. So that may help me find a particular presentation if I know that I've been working on it recently. I can also click on more search tools. In here, this is kind of advanced, and so I can also access this with this little drop down at the end of the search bar. And I can then decide, okay, I want to look for any audio files. I don't really care who the owner was, but I could specify a specific person or not owned by me. So if I know maybe a student has shared it with me, I can do that. Anywhere. I can look specifically in team drives or shared with me, or I can go look in a specific folder like JCC TEI and select that. So any audio files that happen to be there. I can set a custom date or the last 90 days. I know I created this in the past couple months. Let me go look that way. So you can narrow down the scope if you want that way. If you know part of the file name, that will help. If there's any words in the document, that may also help. And if you're going to share it with, if you shared it with somebody, that also can help narrow down where your folder is, right? But let's see if there's any audio files in the JCC folder. So I'm just going to do a quick search, and nothing is there. So let's just change it to audio files, and still nothing. Spreadsheets. Do I have any spreadsheets? Yep, lots of spreadsheets. Do I have any videos? Oh, we got some videos in there. There are lots of different ways that you can go ahead and search. The normal way that I search, so for example, if I needed to work on the OER, like sustainability plan, so I'll look up maybe OER, and it'll start putting a list together, and like, sure enough, there's the sustainability plan, and I can go right to that particular file. But if I typed in OER, say the initiative process, I can click on that particular file, and it'll bring me there. So that'll open it, but maybe I want to know where that particular file is. So I'll do a search on OER and hit return, and now I have this initiative process. So, but where is it? where exactly is this particular file? One of the things I can do is I can right click on it, and one of the options is locate. And by clicking on locate, it will take me to the JCC, and it sits right at that particular file in the OER folder. So I know it's in the old OER folder, and so now I can either reorganize it, but that will help me find it. So those are strategies for trying to find your files to kind of narrow things down. So sometimes that helps. Just do a search. You may want to do an advanced search by hitting that little drop down and making it a little more specific, and that'll help you find that particular whatever file you're looking for.